So Kiera's pretty slammed with meetings today, which means I'm flying solo. We're gonna check out two of our houses that are under construction right now in different phases. One of them, the framing is finished and we're looking for MEPs to get started very soon. The other one, the drywall's up, the first coat of paint is up. So we're excited to start to walk through that one, really take a look at it because now's the time that we start to list. We advise everybody to list your properties early so that you can get as much traction and as much foot traffic as possible as you go towards finishing the project. What's tough and what a lot of people do is they wait till the very end of the project till it's completely finished and then they list it. But in this market, you want to get ahead of that curve a lot faster. So on our way to this property, we're going to take a look and really make sure that the floor plan is being followed by the drawings. We made a bunch of changes to the drawings, to the layout, to increase the space. We added a bedroom, we made one of the bathrooms larger. We took out some windows because we had enough windows in one of the bedrooms. So I want to just take a look and make sure that all of the changes that we made on site since the beginning of the project have been followed. And then hopefully we got some mechanical guys in there. They said they could get in today, but most likely it'll be at the beginning of next week. It depends on how quickly they finish up one of their current jobs. So it'll be good to walk through and hopefully see some guys on site. If not the mechanical guys, maybe some of the masons and concrete folks. So we can kind of take a look at what's going on and get an update on our timeline. So it's always good to walk in a job site and hear noise. That means people are here and people are working, right? Always a good sign. Step number one. Step number two, some of the mechanical guys have been here, so that's good. You can see some of the material right here to my right, where the ducts will start to be installed throughout the house so that hot and cold air can travel to the different rooms that are necessary. So this is good. They brought their materials in, they're ready to start installing. Basically what happens is we give them a floor plan, we all mark it up, they lay it out, this is what we're gonna do and where the trunks are gonna run, and then they go out, they get the materials exactly what they need, not more, not less, and then they come in and they wipe it out and install as quickly as possible. So we always do the mechanical first because those are the bigger pieces, right? When you go behind the walls, you do mechanical first, then you do the plumbing lines, those are a little smaller, and then last, electrical. You can weave the electrical wires wherever you need to fit in. A lot of people make the mistake of doing electrical first, and then they take up all the space for big trunk lines and things like that. So this is good. I'm happy to see that our mechanical is in. So you can see with the markers where we added the wall. Originally it was just a study. We added the wall, we added this door, added this closet here, and then we had to shift the bathroom around just a little bit. So these are the reasons why I always feel like our construction team is better than the rest. We make sure that we overbuild at times to make sure that we're giving a very high quality product that will last generations from now. So earlier this week we received draft documents from our attorney, which is great. We're going to review those documents, make sure that it encompasses everything that we want and need for the fund. There's an equity component, a debt component, so that folks can borrow from it to build their houses and continue moving forward there. So I just spoke with one of our potential investors who's interested in parking some funds with us to get a return on his capital. We're excited about the launch of our fund to help our Next Gen Accelerator participants borrow money to be able to do their rehabs and also provide some equity into some of our larger projects. This is the next natural progression for us as we move out. We've got construction, we've got the coaching and mentoring, we've got the development. Now it's time to get the capital so that we're truly a one-stop shop for anybody who wants to invest in Baltimore City properties. So now we're headed to the second house for today. I want to poke in and take a look and see what's going on here. At this house, I haven't been in here since they started the drywall. So now it's painted, the first coat of paint is up. So it'll be good to kind of take a look at it. And this will be the walkthrough that we do just before we list it. So at this point, we're about, call it 4 to 6 weeks out from the house being completely finished. So it's a great time to go ahead and list it on the MLS, start getting some early showings, and allow folks to look at it and say, okay, I can see my bed going here, and my closet, it looks nice over there. So it'll be fun to walk through this one since it's been a while. Kitchen. Front of the house is here. We've got the sink there. Right next to it will be the dishwasher. You got your stove. You see your burners right here. So you got a bunch of cabinets here on the other sides of the stove, and then cabinets along this wall here, which is great. Now on this side of the house, after we pass the hallway, is this area right here. And you can see we have a cabinet here, a 30-inch cabinet here. We'll have another 12-inch cabinet here, the refrigerator, and then a filler just to kind of close off the kitchen area. It'll end up looking good. It'll be a good kitchen. All right, so now we're at a place where this house can be listed. It's not finished by any means, but the first coat of paint is up and we feel pretty good about how it looks. A buyer can walk in and they can start to see what it's gonna feel like. In fact, we even take it one step further, bring different types of samples and materials so that if folks do wanna purchase or place an offer and they wanna say, you know what, I like the white cabinets on the bottom and the blue cabinets on the top, they can customize it and choose whatever options they would like to see before we order it, of course. So as much as we try to be as exact as possible with the material orders and the amount of time it takes, there's always going to be extra material around. So for us, we put it in storage and we use it at the next house. But I did notice there's a good amount of extra drywall sheets in this room and some more in the other room, which is great. That means we can reduce, fingers crossed, our drywall cost for the next house. So this was another good walkthrough. Happy to see what we saw here. The paint looks good. Looks like the tile is already getting installed and most of it is already finished, which I did not expect. Always good signs. Not that everything goes perfect, right? There's obviously plenty of times when we walk through houses and nothing is right, or things are just not moving the way they should. But I'm happy to see it and happy to see how this house is moving along. What I'm really excited about is you see behind me here, this street was recently paved. It was not like this the last time I came. And it looks like there's some bike lanes being painted, and a few other steps being taken to make sure that this community and this area is being taken care of and invested in by public dollars, by the city. I love it. So driving around Baltimore City, it's inevitable. You're gonna see development happening and things like this in the background where demo is taking place so that new things can come. Whether it's green space or an apartment or some kind of senior living or a house, it could be anything coming here, restaurant, retail. But we're excited. Every time we see something like this, it just means that more and more people are getting involved and the city's changing for the better. Now, as long as we do it in a way that preserves the legacy residents, so whatever comes here, people who currently live here can take advantage of it and use it as an amenity for themselves. Very good to see them doing it and doing it in the right way.